Right now, look around. As you're watching this, a third of the human population, that is one of the 3 of you, is carrying a parasite that can alter brain chemistry and behavior. As you're watching this video, statistically, 1 in 3 of you has it in your brain right now. We know it overrides millions of years of survival instincts in our closest primate relatives, making chimpanzees attracted to the deadliest predator. In the ocean, it drives sea otters to swim straight toward shark attacks. And in our cities, it performs its most chilling feat, forcing mice to actually seek out and approach cats, turning nature's most basic prey response completely upside down. This microscopic puppet master is called Toxoplasma gondii, and it's already inside the brains of billions of humans, very possibly yours. Established facts. This microscopic master of mind control, Toxoplasma gondii, has perfected its manipulation over millions of years of evolution. While it needs cats to reproduce, it can survive and form cysts in virtually any warm-blooded animal, from birds to bears, from dolphins to humans. Once inside, it creates thousands of tiny cysts throughout both brain and muscle tissue, each one containing dormant parasites that can remain there for life, quietly influencing their host in ways we're only beginning to understand. In mice and rats, we've witnessed its most dramatic manipulation. It doesn't just reduce their fear of cats, it actually rewires their brains to make them attracted to cat urine. Imagine having your most basic survival instinct not just suppressed, but completely reversed. Instead of running from bullets, you run towards gunfire. These infected rodents will deliberately approach the deadliest predator, almost as if they're being pulled by invisible strings. Human infection. So how does this brain-altering parasite find its way into humans? The routes of infection are disturbingly common. Every time you handle cat litter, eat undercooked meat, consume unwashed vegetables, or drink contaminated water, you risk exposure. And once it enters your system, it begins its journey to your brain and muscle tissue, where it can remain dormant but alive for decades. What's particularly unsettling is how easily it spreads through our food chain. When an infected animal is eaten, whether it's livestock consumed by humans or prey caught by cats, those tissue cysts ensure the parasite's survival and transmission. Each cyst is like a tiny, pill capsule, of dormant parasites, waiting for the right moment to continue their life cycle. And with 1/3 of the global human population already hosting these parasites in their tissues, the scale of infection is staggering. Widespread infection. The true horror of Toxoplasma's reach lies in its incredible adaptability. This parasite has evolved to survive in virtually any warm-blooded host, from the birds soaring overhead to the dolphins swimming in our oceans, from the livestock in our farms to the wildlife in our forests to us. It's one of the most successful parasites on Earth, having found its way into the bodies and brains of countless species across every continent. Though it can only reproduce inside cats, it has developed the ability to survive and manipulate the behavior of almost any animal it infects, making it a master of both survival and control. Documented behavioral changes. The evidence of its mind-altering capabilities is both fascinating and terrifying. We've watched sea otters, normally skilled predator avoidance experts, swim directly into shark-infested waters. These aren't just random behavioral changes, they're specific manipulations that often lead infected hosts directly toward predators. Each infected species shows unique changes, but they all serve the parasite's ultimate goal: transmission through predation. And here's where it becomes truly chilling. Primate connection. The most disturbing evidence comes from studies of our closest living relatives, chimpanzees. When infected with Toxoplasma gondii, these intelligent primates lose their instinctive fear of leopard urine, a survival response that evolved over millions of years. This isn't just a subtle change, it's the complete reversal of a crucial survival instinct in a species that shares 98% of our DNA. The parasite can override one of the most fundamental fears in the primate brain. And this is where the implications become truly unsettling. If this microscopic parasite can so drastically alter the behavior of our closest genetic relatives, What subtle influences might it be having on the billions of infected human brains right now? Theoretical exploration. While we know that house cats are the parasite's primary reproductive hosts, any member of the cat family will do, from the common house cat to lions, tigers, and leopards. This raises a chilling possibility. In regions where humans live alongside big cats, could infected individuals be subtly influenced to take fatal risks around these apex predators? Are we seeing the early stages of this parasite's evolution toward more sophisticated manipulation of human hosts? Human behavior patterns. Here's a disturbing thought. We often talk about cat people versus dog people as a simple matter of preference. But what if there's something more sinister at work? We know that people who own cats are more likely to be infected with Toxoplasma gondii through close contact with their pets. Could this infection then reinforce their attraction to cats? While a house cat can't prey on humans like it does on mice, the parasite's influence might still be subtly pushing infected individuals to seek out and surround themselves with cats. Think about it. Some people are inexplicably drawn to cats, sometimes accumulating dozens in their homes or attracting entire colonies in rural areas. While a house cat can't consume its human host like it does a mouse, the parasite might still be achieving its goal, ensuring its reproductive hosts, cats, are well cared for and numerous. It's as if the parasite has found a different way to manipulate human behavior for its own benefit. Evolutionary implications. What makes this even more disturbing is that evolution never stops. Right now, this parasite exists in billions of human brains worldwide, while simultaneously reproducing in countless cats every single day. Each reproduction cycle is another opportunity for mutation, for adaptation. With such widespread infection, we might be witnessing the early stages of a parasite evolving to manipulate human behavior more effectively. Remember, it took millions of years for Toxoplasma to perfect its control over rodent brains. Now, with unprecedented numbers of human hosts available, and unprecedented cat population, what might it evolve to do in the future? Broader implications. This isn't just about cats and parasites anymore. It raises profound questions about how microscopic organisms might be influencing human behavior on a global scale. Just as the zombie ant fungus inspired apocalyptic fiction, The Last of Us, Toxoplasma shows us that nature's real mind control abilities might be far more sophisticated, and far more widespread, than we ever imagined. While we're still uncovering the full extent of Toxoplasma's influence on human behavior, one thing is certain, right now, in the brains of billions of people worldwide. Very possibly including yours. These parasites wait and watch. And with every passing generation, they're evolving, adapting, possibly getting better at pulling our psychological strings. Remember, every time you feel inexplicably drawn to cats, every time you take an unusual risk, is it really your decision? Or is something else quietly influencing your choices?